starting lineup, as is Tristan Anaruna and Jordan Shekel. A giveaway by Grand Rapids, and now Maine goes back. Davison to Shireman. Very interesting battle between these two squads, as Anaruna getting a spot start today with a couple of different Celtics being unavailable for play. Bediako gets the foul for Grand Rapids. Drew Peterson and Antoine Watson, a couple of players on the Maine side. Anton Watson, those are both two players that are not with the Celtics, so they will not go tonight. Anaruna shoots one to make two, misses both, and Grand Rapids gets the rebound. Jameer Young gives to Andrew Funk. Take a look at the starters for Grand Rapids. There's Trey Alexander, who has been one of the best players in the NBA G League. Jameer Young, one of the breakout players in the G League this season. Shot clock down to one. He fires and it comes up short. Skapintsev pulls it down. Grand Rapids still looking for their first bucket. Meanwhile, one two-way player for Grand Rapids unavailable tonight. Spencer Jones is out. And a foul on Trey Alexander. Jordan Shackle to the free throw line. Andre Miller, the head coach in his third season for Grand Rapids. That's not Andre Miller, but you get the idea. He just brought his team into the Showcase Cup tournament with an 11-5 record. They've already won as many games this year. As it looks like a lane violation wipes away those free throws. That's a bit of a break for Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids got one win before losing to eventual champion Westchester in that tournament down in Florida. Trey Alexander's got it. This has to be a fun day for him. Alexander rises and misses. He's taking on his college teammate in Baylor Shireman. Those two played together at Creighton last season. It's a couple of different college teammates going up against one another today. Davidson rolls it off the side of the rim, and Alexander pulls it in. Andrew Funk to a cunning Jameer Young. And one. Jameer Young, an unstoppable force in the G League. Skapintsev gets the foul. That's his first. Jameer Young coming off of a Showcase Cup that ended up seeing him named to the All-Showcase Cup team. One of the best 5 players to play in that Showcase series down in Florida, as he cashes in the and one to tie us up at 3. That was the first bucket in 5 attempts for Grand Rapids. We're all knotted up 3 minutes in. J.D. Davidson working on Bediako. Launches and comes up empty. Trey Alexander has room, wants 3. He's got it. Trey Alexander gets 3 of his own in the backcourt of Grand Rapids already making their presence felt. And Aruna, he was one of the best players in the Horizon League the last 2 seasons. Can't connect there. Now Andrew Funk doing what he does best. That's 3, and it's a 9-3 Grand Rapids lead. On the other side, it's Enaruna. Good defense by Hall underneath. The last 9 points have been scored by Grand Rapids. Jameer Young wants Bediako. It's out of bounds, and it's last touched by the goal. First substitution of the night is for Grand Rapids, and that is Tevian Jones. Comes in for Jameer Young. It was Tevian Jones who had one of the best games he's had as a professional during that Showcase Cup. Andre Miller used him during that first game of the Showcase Cup, and all he did was pour in a career-high 25 points as part of their victory over Oklahoma City. Here's a steal for Alexander, and he takes 2. One of the biggest thieves in the G League Some defense leads to offense. 11 straight points for the Gold. Timeout on the floor. 11-3 Grand Rapids. Up early here in GR on NBAGleague.com. Great start for Grand Rapids. It was always going to be a question coming into this contest of who would be able to control the basketball, who would create more turnovers. These two teams just simply don't turn the basketball over. Maine turns it over fewer than any other team in the G League at less than 14 per game. Grand Rapids at just over 14 a game, the third fewest in the G League. So who takes care of the basketball better becomes so important in games like this one. So far, it's been Grand Rapids that's been able to lead to a couple of takeaways, and that's what's led to some points like the one we just saw from Trey Alexander. Welcome back. Gabe McLaughlin is in for Grand Rapids. Wanted to mention our officials for this contest. We also have a substitution as Hassan Ward has hit his first shot and stops the 11-point run for Grand Rapids. Formerly of Iowa State, Hassan Ward makes it 11-5. Teresa Stuck, Lars Murray, and Italo Arujo. That goes out of bounds, and it stays with Grand Rapids. Italo Arujo, who is from Brazil, who played at Nazarene University once upon a time. McLaughlin, coming off a career-high 11 rebounds this season, has to launch and comes up empty. Shot clock violation for GR. There's a look at Italo Arujo next to Tristan and Arujo. J.D. Davison with the basketball for Maine. Cuts and misses out of bounds. Last touched by Maine. Hassan Ward got a piece of it. What a season that Hassan Ward has had. So we'll get another substitution. Ron Harper Jr. comes in for the Maine Celtics. We'll get back to Harper in a moment, but Hassan Ward, an amazing year he's had. 5 college seasons, basically a defensive specialist, but his season has been very good offensively. Trey Alexander, his season's been good offensively. Maybe you've heard about it. That's a triple. What a start for Alexander. He's got a quick 8. Baylor Shireman on the other side answers back with a triple of his own. Couple of Creighton Blue Jays. Back and forth they go. Andrew Funk, a backdoor cut, and P.J. Hall wakes everyone up in GR. 16-8. What a beautiful play from P.J. Hall. Hassan Ward streaks and misses. An offensive board comes up short, and Tevian Jones grabs the rebound. Now it's Andrew Funk. Good rhythm to this basketball game here in the early go. Alexander, right back to P.J. Hall. Floats, look at that touch from the former Clemson Tiger. Took a little shot on that play. He looks to be okay. 10-point Grand Rapids lead. J.D. Davidson, one of the players with NBA experience. There are many on this Maine side. As that shot go out of bounds. Now we'll get a couple of Grand Rapids substitutions as Alexander and Hall take a brief seat. And it looks as if Jameer Young and Ithiel Horton will check in momentarily. But for now, Deontay Johnson, better known as Spider Johnson, checks in. Alexander can't get that. Johnson tried to tap it out, but it's controlled by the Celtics. Davidson trying to create. Floats and draws a foul. And Davidson's headed to the line. And they're taking a look at P.J. Hall just off to the side of the bench. There's a look at Tevian Jones. Talked about the great game that he had in the first round of that Showcase Cup. And Andrew Funk comes out for GR. Davidson to the free throw line, an 80% free throw shooter. You shoot one to make two. And he's got it. 18-10 with 5 minutes to go in the first. Davidson actually has some symmetry here. He was an Alabama Crimson Tide with Charles Bediako for a season. Those two have some history with one another. Jameer Young finds Ithiel Horton. McLaughlin, 3 seconds to shoot off the underside of the glass. A steal, Jameer Young. Surprise, surprise. 2 for Jameer Young. Always on alert, and now he nearly takes another one away. Instead, Davidson collects. And now Young takes this one away. Transition. Jones got it stripped, and it stays with the gold. That's 2 steals for Jameer Young. Meanwhile, one of our officials on the other side of that play, Teresa Stuck, took a shot to the side of the head. Hopefully she's all right. Young will inbound. McLaughlin turns. Can't get it. And it's tipped in by Spider Johnson. Boy, what a lift he gave his team during the last game here in Grand Rapids that got this team into the Showcase Cup. Foul away from the basketball. It was Spider Johnson that helped get the gold into the Showcase Cup. Came in and gave his team some very valuable minutes. There's a look at Teresa Stuck. Baylor Shireman, the only first-round pick playing in this contest today. He's the only assignment player on either side. And there's a foul at the top. That is Spider Johnson's. But even if you looked at the Grand Rapids Gold's social media page, they have a tendency to give you an inside look at the locker room celebration, and particularly the Andre Miller post-game conversation. And he specifically mentioned the performance of Deontay Johnson. Free throw is good, 22-12 GR. He made the team on a tryout. And now he's getting some valuable minutes early. Tevian Jones. No dice. Maine collects the rebound. Ron Harper Jr. does not fall. Ron Harper Jr., a basketball family through and through. It's Jameer Young. Stops, pops, drops. Jameer Young, an NBA G League assassin. That's a quick 7 for Jameer on 3 of 4 from the floor. 24-12. Great start for GR. Shireman. And it's cleaned up under the basket by Hassan Ward. Well, if we know one thing about the G League, it's that you can never get too comfortable with a lead. Tevian Jones looking comfortable already. That's 3 more. 58% from the floor in the first quarter for Grand Rapids. And a Celtics turnover. What a start for GR. Timeout on the floor. It's all Grand Rapids here at Van Andel Arena. 27-14 here on NBAGleague.com. Back here in GR, 27-14. What a start for the Grand Rapids Gold. Carrying all that momentum from when they were last here at Van Andel with their last second win, or at least in their case, their last basket win when Jameer Young propelled them into the Showcase Cup with a walk-off basket in overtime over the Motor City Cruise. And it made folks like the ones here tonight, dressed to the nines, a very happy crowd here in GR. P.J. Hall with the basketball for the Gold. Fights and crawls it over the rim. Got the English. P.J. Hall off to a good start with 6. And Aruna's got the basketball. Johnson's checked in. He gets his pass stolen away. Young streaks and on his way there. He can't connect, but an offensive rebound. Tevian Jones to the corner for P.J. Hall. All alone, yes! Grand Rapids putting on a clinic. They are painting the town gold. 32-14. A timeout here on NBAGleague.com. Back here out of the timeout, 32-14, Grand Rapids with the lead. 90 seconds to go in the first half. Ron Harper Jr. got fouled on his way to the basket. P.J. Hall, Charles Bediako, Ithiel Horton, Tevian Jones, and Jameer Young with P.J. Hall on the floor, and that foul ends up sending the Maine Celtics to the free throw line. What a crowd here tonight, here in GR. An unbelievable crowd here for the first game after the Christmas and Hanukkah holidays. Free throw is up and good. Make one, get you two for Ron Harper Jr., the son of the former NBA longtime player. Tevian Jones has room and connects. 61% from the floor are the Grand Rapids Gold. Jay Scrubb has checked in for the Maine Celtics. A three, little too strong, and it crawls over the top of the backboard, and Bediako touched it last for Grand Rapids. Jay Scrubb's a really fun story. He became the first JUCO player, junior college player, to be drafted to the NBA since 2004. He's a second rounder back in 2020 of the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Tristan Enaruna. Will not fall. Grand Rapids with the rebound. They've got an 18-point lead, and it's only the first quarter. Put him up 21. Ithiel Horton. Everything going down for Grand Rapids in the early go. Gold are 6 of 8 from downtown. On the other side, Jay Scrubb puts one down. Well, you know Andre Miller's got to be so thrilled with what he's seen from his side her in the early going. Jameer Young with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Puts it in P.J. Hall's hands, streaks, and delivers an offensive foul. And with 10 seconds remaining in this quarter, Maine gets one more shot with the basketball. First foul on P.J. Hall. There's only one member of the Gold with 2. That's Alexander. Gabe McLaughlin back in for the Gold. Hall takes a seat. Maine has plenty of time. Jay Scrubb from John A. Logan Junior College. He just got 3, and he nearly had 3 more. End of 1 here in Grand Rapids. What a start. They love it here at Van Andel. 37-19, Grand Rapids up 18 after 1 quarter. Second quarter is next. You've got the NBA G League here from Grand Rapids.
Hey guys, I'm your buddy friend Shannon. Shannon's right here, and we're gonna play the Meyer grocery game. I've got 5 of the dance team members standing. I think they're behind me. Yep, they're behind me. They are right behind me. And they are holding Meyer grocery products. Shannon, you're gonna pick out 3 of those items, and if you can keep your total under $20, because that's all I brought with me tonight, okay? I don't have more money in the car. Thank you, Shannon. You're gonna go home with a gift card from Meyer for more than $20. Does that sound like fun? All right, Shannon, let's get in here. Come on. First one, pick your first item, Shannon. What are we picking first? The cups. The cups are $2. $2. All right, Shannon, second item. Coffee. $4.50. Shannon, we're good. Go shopping, girl. What else we getting? Last item. Trail mix. $6.50. We are well under $20. Shannon, you are a bargain shopper. I like hanging out with you. You are getting a Meyer gift card. The winner of Meyer grocery games, my friend Shannon. And hopefully the winner of this basketball game, the Grand Rapids Gold. Let's go, Gold Dance Team. Thank you guys so much. You guys are wonderful. Give it up for the dance team, ladies and gentlemen. Shannon, let's get out of here. Let's go Gold. Let's go Meyer. Let's go Shannon.
How about the Home Crest Flooring Mop Team? Look at that energy.
Time for the start of the second quarter. And as we get back here to Van Andel Arena, Dan Hasty, thanks for hanging out with us. Happy holidays to you and yours. Fun night here in Grand Rapids, but we did want to extend our condolences to the family of broadcasting legend Greg Gumbel, who passed away today at the age of 78 years old. We've been on the desk for things like the NCAA Tournament Selection Show for so many different seasons, and so many of these players in this game found out that they were fulfilling a college dream. There's Joey Baker, who comes up empty on a three. You heard their names entered into the NCAA tournament because of Greg Gumbel, who passed away after a battle with cancer. It was announced earlier today. An icon in broadcasting, Greg Gumbel, passes away today. So our thoughts and our prayers with the gold, with the family of Greg Gumbel and his family. Free throws coming for Tristan Enaruna. Enaruna off to a slower start. 0 for his first four. Had a really good college career at Cleveland State. Got a chance with the Celtics. Can't get the free throw. Tough start for him. But so far averaging 10 points and 5 rebounds. It has been a good G League debut for the first-year player. Andrew Funk, Trey Alexander, Charles Bediako, Joey Baker. That's Alexander. Can't get it to fall. Long rebound comes out, along with Jameer Young. London Johnson is also in. And a foul before the shot.
Contact fouls on Joey Baker. That's 2 on Joey. Team's second.
Second foul on Joey Baker. So Joey Baker getting some time today. Former Michigan Wolverine. Also good to see London Johnson getting some run here tonight. It's been a little bit hit and miss for him. Enaruna with 5 seconds on the shot clock, guarded by Funk. And he hits his first shot of the night. Enaruna gets it to go. He, like a couple others in this game, has a college connection with one of the members of the Gold. He played college ball with Deontay Johnson, Spider, out at Cleveland State. Jameer Young cannot connect that time. Rebound for Maine. It's still a 16-point Grand Rapids lead. Dmitro Skapintsev gets it inside with that big, long reach. Got it blocked. Bediako swats it away. Andrew Funk has room. Off to the right, has another shot at it, and he's got it. Andrew Funk. Don't give him a second chance. It's a 19-point Gold lead. Ron Harper Jr. off the side of the cup. Jameer Young has to foul London Johnson to stop him. Let's see what the call is going to be here with Jameer Young. They might go all the way to the free throw line here. I think that's exactly what they'll do for London Johnson, who was in the NBA G League.
Transition type foul on Jameer Young. Correct.
Transition type foul. As he hits the shot.
Credit the basket. 2 points. London Johnson. That is a 1-point shot. 1-point shot. I'm getting this whole
So
thing
the
wrong.
free throw that he hits is only worth 1. On those transition fouls, usually you only get 1 instead of what they're doing now with the new rule implementations in the G League. Ron Harper Jr. buries the triple. Ron Harper Jr., the older brother of one of the best players in all of college basketball, makes it a 15-point lead. Trey Alexander counters with a jab of his own. He is the first in double figures for either side. He's got 10. Talking about Ron Harper Jr.'s younger brother. That's Dylan Harper, who plays at the same school that Ron Jr. played at. That's Rutgers. Here's a steal. Jameer Young with numbers. Alexander for three. Yes! The Gold, deadly in transition. 20-point lead. Jay Scrub, long two. Skapintsev with the board. Harper. Nearly tipped in. Bediako. The goal. Look to run again. Jameer Young. Up and down. Traveled with it. Bediako takes a seat. Gabe McLaughlin is back.
Celtics ball.
But we were talking about Dylan Harper, who plays for Rutgers. Of course, Ron Harper Jr., the son of the five-time NBA champion. There's Andre Miller, of course, one of the great point guards over the course of the last couple of decades, one of the most unselfish point guards over the last couple of decades in basketball. London Johnson, a product of the G League. Here's a steal. It's Alexander. Slings it to Jameer Young, who's headed to the free throw line. For Trey Alexander, it's another steal. That's already two. Few players do that as good as Trey Alexander. He averages 2 swipes per contest. And now it's Jameer Young back at the free throw line, shooting 1 to get 2. Hassan Ward back in for Maine to spell Ron Harper Jr. His dad played with Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls. Won 3 titles there. Then he had the good sense to go play with Shaq and the late Kobe Bryant with the LA Lakers and win 2 titles there. Smart guy. Out of bounds, stays with Grand Rapids. There's Trey Alexander coming off of a 22-point performance in that Showcase Cup. He actually, the game before, had 33. That was a G League best. As Teresa Stuck and Italo Arujo talking things over, are 2 of our officials here tonight. There's J.D. Davison, Trey Alexander, 2 of the top scorers in the G League. Baylor Shireman got it swatted away by Jameer Young. What a play. Shireman wanted a foul, didn't get one. 8 seconds to shoot. Hassan Ward, offensive foul. P.J. Hall was in the right place at the right time. And now Taylor Lashbrooks, the head coach of the Celtics, he's starting to get a little bit heated.
Celtics want to have another look.
And they have initiated a challenge on this play.
Brought to you by Talkspace. Take a second for your mental health today.
So while they do that, we can step aside. And we'll find out exactly what happens with this call when we come back. It's the NBA G League right here from Van Andel Arena on NBAGleague.com and YouTube.
All right, I think he's the dad of this operation. He's got 3 shots, ready to win some big prizes. Oh, come on, Lee. It looks like he's done this before. Lee looks good doing this. All right, Lee, come on now. No, all right. Now it's Liam's turn. Representing North Kent Golf Course, Liam spends hours there every week. Even golfs in the winter. Looks like he's a fighting Irish fan. And Dad blows the picture opportunity. Oh my God. Nice try, Liam. Nice try, Lee. Thank you to Alpine Golf Course and North Kent Golf Course. You got a free prize of a bucket of balls.
Well, it's fun to come into a situation with the kind of momentum that Grand Rapids is coming into this particular regular season with. Of course, you have to go back to 2019, the last time that this franchise ended up in the postseason. That was when they were the Grand Rapids Drive, a Detroit Pistons affiliate, making it to the Showcase Cup, marking their first postseason experience as these very Grand Rapids Gold. And now they get to carry that momentum into their regular season. Still trying to put the pieces together and see if that challenge is in fact a successful one. And that challenge is unsuccessful for Tyler Lashbrooks. It is in fact an offensive foul on Hassan Ward. But this is one of the few times that Grand Rapids has played with this kind of early season head start. So it will be interesting to see what this season looks like. I have a feeling it's going to be, assuming that the Gold have the good fortune of being able to keep a few of these impactful players here from this point through the end of the season, that it's going to be one of their more productive years in years past. Gold basketball out of the timeout. They're up 22. Trey Alexander with all kinds of space. And it goes out of bounds, and Grand Rapids gets the free possession. That's like the center square in bingo. Trey Alexander to the bench. Tevian Jones is in. And with this kind of lead, it will be interesting to see how Andre Miller starts to disperse minutes in this situation. P.J. Hall off to a good start with 9 early points. Put him in double figures. He's got 11. 24-point advantage. A lot of the games for the Gold have been close throughout the early going of this season. Not so much here in the second quarter to this point. Jay Scrub with 10 seconds to shoot. Finds Davison. Attacks, goes down, out of bounds. And Davison is a little slow to get up. Looks like he's favoring his left leg a little bit. You get a look at Andrew Funk. Doesn't look like he'll come out of the game, though. That is an awesome shot of Andrew Funk. Nice job by our production team. Gabe McLaughlin works inside. A lot of bodies down there, and it doesn't matter. The pride of Grand Canyon University. He sticks it for his first bucket. Shireman attacks and goes to the free throw line. He thought he was fouled the last time Maine was on this end of the floor, did not get the call, and this time ends up at the free throw line.
That's 2 on PJ.
It's a PJ Hall foul, his second. So now it's Shireman at the line. Celtics first round pick, number 30 overall in this year's NBA draft. He was a third team All-American selection and a first teamer in the Big East. As he makes one to get 2. And of course, he was college teammates with Trey Alexander during their years at Creighton. They ended up playing in the NCAA tournament at Little Caesars Arena. They were knocked out by Tennessee and Dalton Connect. No good on that shot. Shireman pulls down the board with room. Leaves it short, and it's saved, but not to that side. Tevian Jones can't haul in the hot pass from P.J. Hall. That would have brought the roof down to this place.
Maine ball.
Maine basketball. Still a 24-point lead for the Gold. Hassan Ward's back in for the Celtics, as is Jordan Shackle. Davidson attacks. Shireman the offensive rebound. To an Aruna. Swatted. And a loose ball that ends up headed to the free throw line for J.D. Davison. And Aruna was going in with no regard for anyone else. He was ready to take that basketball and do some damage with it.
Shooting one, worth two, J.D. Davison.
You got to respect the effort, but then you look up and you see 3 different blue jerseys. And you start to wonder if you need to reevaluate those business plans. Free throw is good. They make 1, they get 2. Here's Jameer Young. Little too strong. Rebound Celtics. Jameer Young with 9 points and already 8 assists. Davison comes up short. You wonder if that leg issue bothering him a bit. Pass mishandled by McLaughlin. Shireman leaves it for Ward. Taken away, another turnover. Bediako. Young to Funk. And a foul underneath. Looks like Bediako. It looks like Enaruna got the brunt end of a Bediako forearm.
That's his second.
Second foul on the big man from Grand Rapids. And Bediako did not play a whole lot during that last game of the Showcase Cup. Just 12 minutes. He had 7 points, 3 rebounds. If you remember during that last game against Motor City, he tweaked an ankle. So you wonder if he was dealing with some of those issues. Doesn't seem to be fighting those effects here tonight. Ithiel Horton back in for GR. Andrew Funk to the hoop. With all kinds of traffic. Gets swallowed up. Shackle. Finds Shireman. Into Shackle. And throws it away. 11 turnovers for a Maine team that only averages 13 per contest. Andrew Funk pops and hits. Andrew Funk with his third 3 of the half. And a throwaway on the other side. That's the 12th turnover for Maine tonight. That's got to be the biggest surprise of this entire evening. We said it was going to come down to who took care of the basketball better tonight. And right now, 12 Maine turnovers, but moreover, 23 points for GR off of them. Ithiel Horton with 10 to shoot. Bediako, too easy. First bucket for Bediako. Shireman, oh goodness. He hit that ball from Holland. That was on the Meyer logo. Meanwhile, we get a foul away from the ball. And it looks like a Gabe McLaughlin foul. Second on McLaughlin. That's 2. Trey Alexander back for Andrew Funk. They got to get the mops out. So far, 14 total fouls on Grand Rapids players, just 3 on the Celtics side. You can tell who's playing more physical basketball tonight. And maybe that physical brand of basketball is leading to all of these Celtics turnovers. There's another one. Make it 13. We still have another half of basketball left to play. Alexander gets stuffed by Tristan Enaruna. Ron Harper Jr. is checked back in. Fights and hits. Ron Harper Jr. has a bucket.
Ron Harper Jr. for the bucket.
Coming off of a game with 19 points on 6 of 10 shooting. And it's a timeout for Grand Rapids with 2:55 to go.
I'm just going to lean back a little bit right here. What's up, everybody? I'm chilling over here.
So we'll take a timeout with them. 20-point lead for Grand Rapids. Back with the finish of this first half when we come back on NBAGleague.com.
Some of you guys are going to go home with Gladiator 2 tonight. Does that sound pretty cool? Gladiator 2? You can bring it home on digital now. Denzel Washington, Pedro Pascal, Paul Mescal, and Connie Nielsen. They star in an action-packed epic. I'm going to read this part. By the film critics are calling one of the most entertaining films of the year. And get over an hour of next-level extras, including deleted scenes, featurettes, and more. It's available at participating retailers. It's rated R, so grown-ups only. Looking at you, specifically, you look mischievous. It's from Paramount Pictures. So, Gladiator 2, that sound fun for you guys? 109, what up? Yeah. The one thing I don't like, I wish I had more for every section, because only one section cheers for you, and then everyone else is bummed out. But 109, we're best friends. Sorry, everyone else.
Well, anytime you shoot the basketball, the way Grand Rapids has shot this basketball so far today, you're going to have a situation like this. But moreover, it's really the fact that Maine has struggled the way they have. Welcome back. 56-36 our score. Under 3 to go in this first half. Dan Hasty along with you. Happy holidays. 54% from the floor for the Grand Rapids Gold. 53% from beyond the three-point line. On the other side, Maine just 27% shooting. Jameer Young is in double figures. He's got a lay-in. That makes it a 22-point advantage. He's almost into a double-double here in the first half alone. 11 points, 8 assists for the NBA G League's breakout star. Quick pass inside. Ron Harper Jr. scores. He's got 9. Only Baylor Shireman has more for the Celtics. Ron Harper Jr. parts of 2 seasons with the Toronto Raptors. You get a look at Tevian Jones. Does the inbounding. He's in there with Charles Bediako, Jameer Young, Gabe McLaughlin, and Trey Alexander. Now Jameer Young all the way to the hoop around a beautiful screen from Bediako. That's exactly how Andre Miller draws it up. He and Alexander both with 13. Shackle buries the triple.
Jordan Shackle.
First bucket tonight for Jordan Shackle. Jameer Young from McLaughlin. Got it stolen away. That's the 9th Grand Rapids turnover. A foul. Almost got the shot to go, but Enaruna will have to get 2 at the line by making 1.
That's 3 on Gabe. Checking in for the goal.
Now it's Enaruna, who averaged 20 points and 7 rebounds last season. His 5th college season. 2-time Horizon League first teamer. Had 9 points in 18 minutes in his last game. A win over the Motor City Cruise. Free throw, no dice. With some valuable misses. He's especially in this format. 90 seconds to go in the first half. Tevian Jones. Yes! Second three for Tevian Jones. And we get an offensive foul. Jordan Shackle threw an elbow into Tevian Jones, headed back down the floor. And now they will go to the monitor and look at this. Both teams sent to their respective sides, and some frustration boiling over for the Maine Celtics.
Taking another look. Brought to you by Talkspace. Take a moment for your mental health.
And there it is right there. You see Jones as he went down, and if anything in that situation,
This is a flagrant foul review.
it's obviously not ideal, but he had his teammates there almost immediately. So now they'll see if it's a simple common foul. It's so far away from the basketball. Our officials tonight, Teresa Stuck, Lars Murray, and Italo Arujo, who is our head official tonight. So they'll check it out. But it does allow us to get a look at this huge crowd who was on hand with us tonight. We've had some pretty big crowds over the course of this season here in GR, but this one's going to give it a run for its money. I don't know if it's because of the holiday break and everybody's at home, but this is a good Friday night out. What a fun time. And now they're figuring out exactly what they're going to do here. Does Tevian Jones get a chance at the free throw line? Jones has 8 points on 3 out of 4 from the floor. And if you could probably guess, if you see yourself on this feed, you see yourself on the scoreboard.
All right, after having another look. That's a common foul called on the court. Offensive foul on Jordan Shackle. Now team foul.
It stays as a common foul, offensive foul on Jordan Shackle. And there's the new star here of the late second quarter here in Grand Rapids. There's a lot of us in here that if we try to dance like that, we throw out our back. A lot of respect. Tevian Jones lost the handle, keeps it alive. I don't know how he kept it going. Trey Alexander with 10 to shoot. Slings it underneath. Tried to force it a little bit too much. It's a turnover for GR. That's their 10th. A minute to go here in this first half.
1 minute remaining in the quarter, under a minute.
And Aruna comes up empty. Now Alexander, 13 points in this first half. And a foul away from the basketball. Bediako gets hit with the foul. That's an offensive foul on Bediako, his third. And now that's 3 different members of the goal with 3 fouls apiece. Hall, Bediako, and McLaughlin. Ithiel Horton comes in. And now the Gold are forced to go with a smaller lineup for the last 50 seconds of this half. All 3 bigs with 3 fouls. 10 seconds to shoot for J.D. Davison. Will not fall. They didn't have their bigs out there, but they certainly played like one. 4 seconds difference between the game and shot clock. They can milk this and essentially take the last shot. Jameer Young takes it and scores it with 7 seconds left. 15 in the first half for Jameer Young. Shireman at the buzzer. No good, and what a first half. A phenomenal first 24 minutes for the Grand Rapids Gold. They put on a clinic in half number 1. 65-41, GR with the lead. 58% from the floor, 56 from beyond the three-point line. On the other side, Maine just 29% and 35 from beyond the arc. Rebounding battle pretty much even on both sides, but it's the turnovers and more importantly, the points off turnovers. 14 Maine turnovers that has led to 25 Grand Rapids points. That is absolutely stunning. Individually, Jameer Young already with 15 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. He is well on his way to a double-double and might even flirt with a triple-double before this one is all said and done. Trey Alexander has 13. P.J. Hall, 11 points in 14 minutes. 9 for Andrew Funk, 8 for Tevian Jones. On the other side, Baylor Shireman has 11 and 9 for Ron Harper Jr. So far, so good for Grand Rapids. They are clicking on all cylinders in their regular season opener. It is halftime here at Van Andel. Enjoy some of the Grand Rapids Gold dance team. Apparently they come in all sorts of different sizes. We'll come back in just a little bit and get you all set for half number 2. Here from Van Andel Arena, you've got the NBA G League right here on YouTube.
That was the participants from today's Grand Rapids Gold Dance Clinic. They learned that dance today just for you guys. That's really cool. Thank you so much. Keep clapping. Let's go. Yeah. All right, folks. Fresh off their performance, they were the ones who opened for Beyonce at the Netflix halftime thing. The Viscon Drumline! the Viscom Drumline. We'll hear more from them in the second half. Very excited about that. Also very excited to call out all deadheads, or if you just like tie-dye. The Grand Rapids Gold will celebrate the iconic Grateful Dead Friday, January 3rd, right here at the Van Andel Arena. Ticket packages are on sale now. You can get 2 lower-level tickets and a Grateful Dead Gold cross-branded t-shirt for just $50. Don't miss this unforgettable night. Or if you really like tie-dye, it might be a little forgettable. Who knows? Zane, back to you, sir.
Thank you, Big Drew. On January 4th, the night after Grateful Dead night, may the force be with you. The Grand Rapids Gold Star Wars night comes back to Van Andel Arena, presented by First Merchants Bank. Join the Gold and over 10 Star Wars characters for one of the best theme nights of the season. The first 2,500 fans will receive a Buckets bobblehead. Tickets on sale now. Get them on the way out. Look to the video board. Buckets is making a special delivery to Bennett, who is celebrating a birthday here tonight. My man, Bennett. Happy birthday, Bennett. My man, yes. We'd like to recognize all the folks who are sharing their birthdays with us this evening. Bennett Walden, Ariel Arrowsworth, Curtis Morgan, and also happy birthday to Parker Bremer, turning 5. Happy birthday to each and every one of you. I'd like to welcome our groups in the arena here this evening. Dance Clinic participants and Chad Woolman's group. Handing it off to Big Drew. Go, Drew, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, throughout the first half tonight, we've been collecting your doodles, or should we say, moodles. And it is now time to move into the voting portion of the evening. We're going to come back to the voting portion of the evening. Get your moodles in.
Gentlemen, we have teamed up with Gentex to bring you the selfie cam. So what you do is you scan the QR code on the video board, and then your phone turns into a camera. You see all these folks behind me sleeping the wheel, should be enjoying this, waving at me. But anyway, that's how you do it. So scan that QR code, and then the Gentex Corporation has your cell phone as the camera throughout the arena. Let's have some fun with the Gentex selfie cam. Here we go. Let's get after it. Scan away.
Back here in Grand Rapids, it is 65-41. GR with a very commanding start here in the NBA G League regular season opener. Dan Hasty, welcome back. We'll go ahead and take a look at everything that was the beginning of this contest. Where it really starts for GR is Jameer Young. What an outstanding beginning to his regular season. And of course, when you start out the tip-off tournament, the Showcase Cup, the way that Jameer Young did, there's nothing you want to do more than to carry that over your first game in the regular season. Well, he's done exactly that. 15 points, 8 assists on 6 out of 10 from the floor. Trey Alexander, no surprises here, 5 of 11, 13 points. And Trey Alexander is off and running. PJ Hall was very solid too. 5 out of 6 from the floor and 11 points, but he does have 3 fouls.
The first one, I think, might even have more detail. But anyway.
Meanwhile, the other side having a little bit of trouble scoring the basketball. There's a couple of players on the Maine side that are having some difficulties hitting their shots. J.D. Davison, 0 of 7 from the floor, and that's shocking. J.D. Davison coming into this contest averaging 27 points per contest. And right now he's 0 out of 7 from the floor. No for 7. 6 points, 4 assists for J.D. Davison. But they've done a great job of canceling him out in this early go. Baylor Shireman has also been very good. 3 out of 8 from the floor, 11 points, 5 rebounds. Ron Harper Jr., 9 points in this early start. So that's what we've seen so far on an individual side. But the biggest difference is the turnovers. Right now, 14 turnovers that has led to 25 points for the Grand Rapids Gold. And that right there is the biggest reason why we have seen Grand Rapids get off to the big start that they have. A 24-point lead. Meanwhile, 11 Grand Rapids turnovers, but they've only led to 10 points on the Maine side. From a shooting perspective, Grand Rapids is shooting 58% from the floor, 56% from beyond the three-point line. On the other side, Maine just 29% from the field, 35% from beyond the three-point side. It has been a struggle to score the basketball. Maine will start the second half with their starters. Jordan Shackle, J.D. Davison, Dimitros Skapintsev, Baylor Shireman, and Tristan Enaruna for the Grand Rapids Gold. It's Trey Alexander, P.J. Hall, Charles Bediako, Jameer Young, and Andrew Funk. So can Grand Rapids keep the pedal pressed all the way to the floor? Back to live action we go. What a start for GR. 65 points in the first half. Trey Alexander trying to pick up where he left off, and he does. That $1 million smile has 15 points. What a start he's had in the G League. 25 points per game for Trey Alexander. J.D. Davison attacks and hits his first field goal of the night on his first shot in the second half. J.D. Davison, one of the great high school recruits of his class when he came out a couple of years ago. A turnover from Jameer Young. And Aruna jams it through. Tristan and Aruna shakes the rim. Getting a start and makes the most of it that time. Alexander looks to create. 7 seconds to shoot. Guarded by Enaruna, and a very late whistle.
Offensive on P.J. Hall.
They get P.J. Hall for his 4th personal foul. And I don't think P.J. Hall loved that call. Maybe just the timing of it. Now Gabe McLaughlin reports to the scorer's table. But he's not going to check in quite yet. Jordan Shackle, J.D. Davison, who was a college teammate of Charles Bediako, to the hoop and gets another one.
J.D. Davison.
Well, if they can unlock J.D. Davison, this game could get real tight, real fast. Jameer Young counters with a punch of his own. 18 with 9 assists for Jameer Young. He always seems to have an answer. Davison. Pulled down by P.J. Hall. Jameer looks for Alexander. Not this time. And it goes back to the Maine Celtics.
Checking in for the goal, Gabe McLaughlin.
Now Gabe McLaughlin comes in. So Hall to the bench with his 4 personal fouls. Skapinsev hands it off, and it's out of bounds. Another turnover for the Celtics. You'd have to imagine that was a big conversation for Maine's head coach Tyler Lashbrooks during the halftime chat. Who was in his first season as head coach. Alexander pops. Not this time, and a foul underneath. And it goes on Dmitro Skapinsev. They get the man out of the Ukraine. There he is, the 26-year-old, who actually played in a couple of games last year with the New York Knicks. He's a fascinating story. He was actually displaced from Ukraine back in 2022 when all the hardships in Russia took place. Jameer Young gets 2 and 1. And Aruna gets the foul. You see Enaruna, there's Jameer Young, who's now got 20 with his 9 assists. But going back to Skapinsev, that was when Russia attacked so many of those major Ukrainian cities. He actually helped Westchester win the G League Showcase last year. First of 2. Young hits. Give him 21 points tonight. 26-point GR lead. Davison crafts his way through the lane and heads to the free throw line. Like Davidson's really taken it on his shoulders so far to start quarter number 3. We were talking about Tyler Lashbrooks, the head coach of these Maine Celtics, who became the 10th head coach in franchise history earlier this year. He's a first-time head coach. He actually served as a player development coach for the Celtics last year with Boston to help them win the NBA championship. And now he is tasked with the development of players like Baylor Shireman and so many other members of this Maine Celtics squad. Trey Alexander working on 15 points. Not this time. Ron Harper Jr. pulls it in. That's Davidson. Davison can't get that one to fall. Well, he is taking a ton of shots here in the third, really trying to establish himself. Deontay Johnson has checked in for the Grand Rapids goal. 10 seconds to shoot. They put it in the hands of their leading scorer, Trey Alexander, with 5 to shoot. Works to the corner, McLaughlin. And now it's Maine's turn. They need a run to get themselves back into this contest. Can they get Davidson? Get Davison loose. Almost ended up in the backcourt. Good job by Shackle, but he's only got 6 seconds to work. Pulls up. Left it short for Alexander. McLaughlin. Jameer Young for 3. Bang! Jameer Young's got 24. And he's 9 for 13 tonight. He has turned into an impact player in the NBA G League. Jameer Young getting a lot of attention for all the right reasons. You've got the NBA G League right here on YouTube.
Let's see where we're going on the kiss cam. Oh man, here we go. That's some real love right there. I love that. Come on, Bass Pro Shop. Give her a kiss.
Come on.
Oh, boom.
Hey! Huh? Oh. A little spicier. We like it.
Yeah, that's a very. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is going on here? These are very West Michigan kisses. Look at the phone. Look at this guy. He's ready. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh man. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's nice.
Moving right out. She's eating. She was eating. Uh-oh. She's like, oh my God.
Y'all?
He's like, what's going on? I love that guy in cocoon. Nope.
That's a nice one. Oh, he puts the hat in sport mode. Ah, come on.
Oh, they've got the kiss cam out.
The hat screen was ineffective. I appreciate it.
You always learn a lot when the kiss cam comes out.
Oh, yeah.
7:52 left here at Van Andel in the third quarter. 76-49 our score. Dan Hasty, thanks for hanging out with us. Happy holidays to you and yours. It is a very, very packed Van Andel Arena here in GR on this Friday night. The affiliate of the defending NBA champions, the Maine Celtics, in the building tonight. Baylor Shireman for 3. Karams that one out of bounds. Got a couple of former college teammates on the floor right now. Baylor Shireman and Trey Alexander, former Creighton Blue Jays. Got themselves into the Sweet 16 last year. There's Alexander trying to instigate and helps McLaughlin find 2 more. And Gabe McLaughlin coming off 9 points and 11 boards during the Showcase Cup. He's been a really, really helpful piece for this Gold squad. Alley-oop, and Skapintsev cannot send it through. Shireman answers with a triple. Baylor Shireman, 14 with 5 rebounds. Tevian Jones, not this time as he tries to get into double figures. Davison, too strong. It has not been his night. Shireman trying to find threes on consecutive trips down the floor. 26-point GR lead. GR trying to find their biggest win of the season. That one out of bounds. Stays with the goal. Just 10 seconds to shoot. You see Deontay Johnson is in. Gabe McLaughlin, Andrew Funk, Tevian Jones alongside the aforementioned Alexander. So Jameer Young gets a break. And it goes out of bounds off the Celtics. Now Jay Scrubb checks in. He was once on a two-way deal. He's currently on one of those Exhibit 10 contracts. He's on a two-way before he tore his right ACL during a practice last year. So whether it's the injury or being a junior college player, Jay Scrubb has always been battling some sort of adversity. 3 seconds to shoot. Alexander buries it. Trey Alexander just continues to find ways to help his squad. 80-52. What a night for the Gold. Davison throws it up, gets it back, and cashes in. Not exactly the way the Celtics drew it up. 80-54. Andrew Funk looking for his 4th triple of the night. But you looked at this matchup coming in and you did wonder how this would play. Here's a steal from McLaughlin. It's the 16th turnover. Deontay Johnson! Spider-Man climbing the walls here in GR. 82-54. Deontay Johnson made this team on a tryout. And he was trying out that rim on the opposite side of the floor. Andrew Funk checks out. Ithiel Horton's back, as is Jameer Young. This is the kind of game that provides those great opportunities for guys like Johnson, for guys like McLaughlin or Tevian Jones. Ron Harper Jr. at the free throw line. Make one, you get 2. And he does. Put Harper in double figures. He's got 11. Second straight game in double figures for him. Jameer Young's got 24 points. He's 1 assist away from a double-double. McLaughlin finds Young. 4 seconds to shoot. McLaughlin got to get rid of it. Doesn't cooperate. Deontay Johnson gets the rebound. Ithiel Horton travels.
Celtics ball.
It's a good play by Johnson to keep it alive. These guys are having a blast. I would too if I had that chain. Davison got it poked away and a foul on Horton. There's no doubt that the Gold have been the more physical team tonight. They have committed 19 personal fouls to just 6 for the Celtics. They have forced the issue. They have been the more physical side tonight. That's been a reason that they've led to so many turnovers from the Celtics. Ron Harper Jr. attacks and scores.
Ron Harper Jr.
What a family of basketball, the Harpers. His dad, a 5-time NBA champion, 3 with the Bulls, 2 with the Lakers. He's got 13. McLaughlin sidesteps it. Johnson. It heads to the free throw line for GR. Nearly had another throwdown.
Foul is on J.D. Davison. That is his first.
It's Davison's first foul.
Third.
There's a look at Deontay Johnson. 2-time All-Horizon League defensive team.
Shooting 1 worth 2, Deontay Johnson.
Actually a Detroit native. So he has a lot of experience around these parts. Makes his free throw. Makes 1 to get 2. Hasn't had a whole lot of playing time, but he has gotten better as the season has gone along. Shireman. 8 to shoot. Davison attacks. Can't get it. And it goes back to GR. So coming into this game, one of the big issues for the Celtics is that 2 of their two-way players are not with the team. Drew Peterson, Anton Watson are missing this contest, and they are certainly seeing the effects of that here tonight. Jay Scrubb dances through traffic and lays it in. Nifty little move for the former junior college standout. Jameer Young for Ithiel Horton and gets it back. Throws it up and goes to the free throw line.
Contact foul is on Hassan Ward. That's the second.
Hassan Ward gets the foul.
Team's fourth.
Meanwhile, Jameer Young,
In for
of
Maine
course, is
Jordan.
enjoying his breakout season here in the G League.
Shooting 1 worth
He had one
2,
at the college level as well. He was the Conference USA Freshman of the Year back in 2020. Began his college career at Charlotte. That's where he did that. Then he played his last 2 years at Maryland. He hits the free throw, make 1, gets you 2. First team all Big Ten, Jameer Young last season. He was a big bright spot for that Terrapins team. 26-point lead for the Gold. Throws it for a Ward, and he does not miss.
Ward from Jay Scrubb.
Now it's Deontay Johnson. Finds Tevian Jones, and he cashes it. Tevian Jones for 3.
T-shirt from Meyer.
Put Jones in double figures. Jay Scrubb answers back with a triple of his own.
Jay Scrubb for 3.
By the way, on that Jones 3, that was the 10th assist tonight for Jameer Young. He's officially got a double-double. Comes up short on that triple. Shireman to Ward. Gets the quick 2. Hassan Ward, 8 points, 4 boards in just 12 minutes. Good minutes off the bench for him tonight. Hassan Ward's a really interesting story as well, as Horton pops, leaves it short. Ward gets the rebound. Who played 5 college seasons and 130 games. Harper buries the triple.
Harper Jr. for 3.
But Hassan Ward played 130 games and only started 38 of them at the college level, including just 3 in his final 2 seasons at Iowa State. A takeaway for the Celtics. Ron Harper Jr. lost it out of bounds. Another Celtics turnover.
And a timeout on the floor.
The lead is 19 for the Grand Rapids Gold.
Golden shot.
Maine needs a run to tighten this thing up. Will they find it? We'll find out. Right here as you're watching the NBA G League right here on YouTube.
Taking the Founders Golden Shot. What does that mean? He's going to have have 45 seconds to make a layup, free throw, three-pointer, half-court shot. He's going to pick up Founders prizes along the way. A Mortal Bloom hat, a gold drawstring bag, a Founders flag, and at the end, a Founders gift card. So Nathan, are you ready? Nathan, you ready? You feeling good? It's your birthday, so let's get this right. Let's light this candle. It's his birthday. Let's make a little noise, huh? Come on. Let's go, Nathan. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. All right, there we go. First one down. Here we go. Zoom, there we go. From three. Ooh, it looks good though. He's got some form to it. He's got a little bounce to his step. I feel like he wishes he was in different shoes today. There we go. Half court. Let's go. 15 seconds. We can get a few of these up. 15 seconds. Let's get a few of these up. Here we go from half court. You're trying to be too pretty. It's not pretty. It's an ugly shot. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Well, it's the regular season opener here in Grand Rapids, and it could not be going any better on the Grand Rapids Gold side. Denver Nuggets have to be thrilled watching this 89-70. A team with the Grand Rapids Gold that have had close game after close game throughout the course of this season. You look over the course of the beginning of this year, they've not had a lot of blowout wins, not even a bunch, not even many at all. But this game has been in cruise control for the majority of this one. Does not mean it can't flip very quickly. Maine has been on a little run to get it under 20. And there's still plenty of time for the Celtics to change that. Trey Alexander back in the game, nearly threw it away. McLaughlin was lucky to grab it. 10 seconds to shoot. The pride of Grand Canyon University has it stripped away. And Maine in transition. Harper gets 2.
Ron Harper Jr.
And perhaps a clock issue. Ron Harper Jr. now with 18 points. And what was at one point a 29-point lead is now 17 for the Grand Rapids Gold. We'll see what counterpunch the Gold have lined up. McLaughlin for Jameer Young. Floater. Leaves it short. Harper feeling it here in the third quarter. Jay Scrub wants 3. He hits it.
Jay Scrub for 3.
And some momentum trickling towards Maine. It's getting a little uneasy here at Van Andel Arena. Last shot for the Gold if they want it. Trey Alexander nearly threw it away. 3 seconds. Jones launches. He hits it! Tavian Jones at the buzzer. You have got to be kidding me. TJ nearly lost it out of bounds. They put a half a second on the clock. They'll throw it up from three-quarter court. That becomes more of a souvenir. And after that big Maine Celtics run, Tavian Jones comes up with a huge boost for Grand Rapids at the end of quarter number 3. That's exactly what they were looking for. We're through 3 here in GR. 92-75 Grand Rapids here on YouTube.
So what's going to happen? Devin's going to roll this dice. Roll it. All right, as of right now, he's got 3 chances. He's got 5 chances to make a three-pointer in the next 45 seconds. Devin, I believe in you. I believe in you. We all believe in Devin. And the Smirnoff Smash chance. I like that he's rhythm shooting here. He's just trying to keep going. Nice pass out, rebound crew. Good job, rebound crew. Third shot. Ah! Two more tries, two more tries. My man said he wasn't a three-point shooter, too. He said he wasn't a three-point shooter, too. Nice job, Devin. We're happy to have you out here with the goal. We're happy to have Smirnoff smash and roll it. I'm happy to have Screw with me. Let's get back to the action. Go, 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 Zane!
Start of the fourth quarter of the Blue Jay Bowl. Trey Alexander on the Grand Rapids Gold side, Baylor Shireman on the Maine Celtics side. 17-14 in favor of Trey Alexander there. 92-75 Grand Rapids with the lead over the Maine Celtics. Dan Hasty, happy holidays to you and yours. Thanks for spending part of your Friday night with us for a packed house here at Van Andel Arena here in Grand Rapids. Andrew Funk, Trey Alexander. Funk rises and fires. Can't get it to fall, and a foul underneath. P.J. Hall, Charles Bediako, Jameer Young back in. As Andre Miller goes with his starting five to begin this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Maine goes with some of its reserves, or at least a mixture of the two, maybe just trying to go with some of the players that helped get them a lead, or at least a bit of a run in that third quarter. Alexander attacks and scores. Trey Alexander has 19. 8 of 16 for the former Blue Jay. Shireman, such a unique player. Gets it out to Scrub, and Alexander takes it away. Young threw it away himself and keeps it alive by throwing it off Bediako. That's a heads-up play by Jay Scrub. He's played in 24 NBA games. He's played for the Clippers, even a couple of games for the Orlando Magic. He's even played in some playoff games. He's actually played in 6 of them. That was the year the Clippers lost to the Phoenix Suns in the Western Conference title, 2021. For reference, that's the year that Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA title. Little housekeeping here. That's Ron Harper Jr. He's one of the few players on the court that's wearing 2 different colored shoes. You can see him there as he works against Jameer Young. You can do it if you've got 18 points. He's leading all Celtic scorers tonight. Scrub gets it swatted by Bediako. P.J. Hall takes it away and gets fouled by Enaruna. Enaruna just gave him a shove. They're going to call that 100 times out of 100. Hall kind of flexing that left hand. Hopefully he's all right. I think he's trying to find a way to stay in this ball game. That's Trey Alexander. 19 for him tonight. Hall still working on that left hand. But he stays in the ball game. 19-point lead for Grand Rapids. Kickball on Maine, on Shireman. You gotta imagine it's been a lot of fun with these two playing against one another tonight. You see Alexander and Shireman there. It's a lot of connections at the college level going up against one another tonight. Bediako with authority! Forget everything you knew about dunking the basketball. Boy, is he fun. Ron Harper Jr. Now Alexander with P.J. Hall. Through traffic. Jameer Young back to Hall. Give him another chance. Yes! 13 for P.J. 6 of 8 tonight. He's only played 17 minutes. There's Shireman. Not this time. Shireman's got 14 and 8 rebounds. Jameer Young with a double-double tonight. Working on Harper. In and out. Jameer Young is 9 of 15. Jay Scrub left it inside. 5th rebound for Alexander. Takes it into traffic. Shireman in transition. Lots of contact, not a lot of whistles. Bediako finds it and gets the foul. Got the shooter's roll for Bediako.
That is Jordan's 4th, team's 3rd.
Shackle gets the foul, and it's a 25-point lead. The Gold have officially hit a hundo. 100-75 GR. Timeout on the floor. The party is started here in GR on YouTube.
All right, throw it back to Big Drew for the booster pieces.
Fans, we have tabulated the votes on your Moodle booster pieces. And here is today's winner. No basketball, but a hoop. Well noodled. Next to milk means more. If you're the winner and that's your picture, stay in your seat. We're going to find you with a milk means more prize pack for your Moodle. Moodle. And now,
Back here in Grand Rapids, there has been a challenge that has been initiated. Still trying to figure out exactly. They did call a blocking foul. They had it challenged, and it was confirmed. So no reversal of that call. So Bediako gets the bucket and gets a chance to complete his and one with a free throw. As this Grand Rapids Gold team has started this regular season off bursting off the line. Dan Hasty, happy holidays to you. Fun night here at Van Andel Arena. Fresh off their first postseason trip in their existence as the Grand Rapids Gold. You couldn't ask for a better start to the regular season. Now Bediako gets a chance to finish off the three-point play with a free throw. And that touched every part of the rim.
Because your goal scored over 100 points, head to Stan's Tacos.
Bediako, who has gotten better and better as a free throw shooter this year, nearly 70% as a matter of fact, finds a way to let that one slide in. Ron Harper Jr. triples. Give him 21 points. Trey Alexander wants three. He gets three. He's a bad man.
T-shirt from Meyer.
Grand Rapids has shot 52% from beyond the long line tonight. Five seconds to shoot. Harper wants another three. Unbelievable. He banks it in. A night that would make Papa proud. 104-81. Alexander from the baseline. That's too smooth.
Alexander.
And for Harper, that is a regular season high. 24 points. And now he wants 27, and he's got it. He is on some kind of roll here in this second half. Andrew Funk throws up the alley-oop, and Bediako puts it in elementary school style. Harper wants another. He's earned that shot. PJ Hall gets it over Harper. Looks like 30 is Harper's G League career high. Davison, alley-oop. Nails it. Skapintsev. They lost sight of him. Andrew Funk. Well, it just seems like just about every time the Gold have gotten a look from three, it's been a good look. Davison against Jones. In and out. Skapintsev on a third attempt taps it through. Kind of a quiet night for the Ukrainian big man. 4 and 7. Alexander for Tevian Jones, who hit that three as time expired in the third quarter. He's got 14 on 5 of 8. Gabe McLaughlin checks in for Bediako, who's got 9 points, 9 rebounds. I would say he does it quietly, but that would mean you wouldn't watch the way he gets his points. Nearly rips the backboard down. Jay Scrub with 10 to shoot. Alexander pulls down that rebound. He's got 24 with 6 rebounds tonight. And he's being guarded by his college teammate, Tevian Jones. Triples! 17 for Tevian Jones. His 5th three-pointer of the night. Tevian Jones is on one.
Tevian Jones, that's 2 on Tevian. Team's first.
And now, with a 25-point lead, Andre Miller is going to start to get some of his guys a much-deserved rest. In 2 days, his team will be at Capital City to take on the Go-Go. That's the Washington Wizards squad. Ron Harper Jr. goes towards Shireman. Won't get it. And out of bounds was Baker. He had his foot on the line. They wanted that three for Joey Baker. He would have had it, just had his foot on the line. But the Go-Go feature Jalen Noel, who's averaging 28 points per game over the 6 games he's played with, to go with 5 rebounds and 5 assists. So got a foul on Baker. Noel also played briefly with the Detroit Pistons last year. They also have DJ Rodman. And yes, he is the son of Dennis Rodman. So that comes up Sunday at 3 p.m. from Capital City. 6 seconds to shoot. Scrub against McLaughlin. Maybe got away with a walk that time. Scrub has 13 in 25 minutes. Alexander got fouled on his way to the basket. 26 and 12 assists for Jameer Young tonight. Alexander's got 24.
His third, team's fourth.
Meanwhile, you see Tevian Jones doing some pleading with our head official, Italo Arujo, showing where he got clipped on one of his three-point tries. There's Trey Alexander trying to fight for his own rebound, then he sticks it with the foul. Trey Alexander, doesn't matter what the score is, he's out there working.
Team's fifth, shooting one, worth one, attempting to complete the three is Trey Alexander. In for the goal to Theo Horton.
Theo Horton comes in. How much fun are these guys having right now? Up by 25. Their biggest win this year was a 16-point victory. Right now, they're on pace to blow that out of the water. Under 4 left. Ron Harper Jr. has 29. He is one off of his NBA G League career high. Tevian Jones couldn't finish it. Hassan Ward took a shot. Jay Scrub buries 3.
And a timeout on the floor.
And a timeout for Andre Miller.
All right, fans, here we go.
Fun night here at Van Andel Arena. The Gold couldn't ask for much more. They lead it by 21 with 3 minutes left here on NBAGleague.com and on YouTube.
Make some noise. If you want a t-shirt. Oh, Joe, what are you doing? My gosh, you could have injured somebody. There you go, the Maplesea.com t-shirt gun. The Gold Toss brought to you by XYZ Motors. Oh, there's Burl Ives. Burl Ives is here.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Fun night here in GR. Everybody enjoying themselves on the Grand Rapids Gold side. 116-95. Grand Rapids in their regular season opener. And now just trying to finish this one out unscathed. Dan Hasty, thanks for hanging out with us here tonight. Regular season opener here from GR tonight. Also wanted to tell you that Grand Rapids will be home for their next contest against Long Island, January the 3rd. You can get tickets online at grandrapids.gleague.nba.com. Ron Harper Jr., give him an NBA G League career high, 32 points. 11 of 16 tonight. What a dynamite performance from one of the best basketball families in all of pro basketball. P.J. Hall. No. Deontay Johnson, yes. He says, thank you very much. A takeaway, Jameer Young gets it. And looks like he double dribbled or palmed the basketball that time. Looks like they went double dribble. So a turnover for Jameer Young with 2:13 left. So Long Island on January the 3rd. It's the first of back-to-back games. Then it's Westchester on the 4th. That's the winners of the Showcase Cup. Both those games at 7 p.m. And that Westchester team features T.J. Warren, who was one of the better scorers in the NBA not that long ago, a 20-point scorer. As we now get a timeout on the floor. But T.J. Warren will be here. He was a 20-point scorer for a couple different teams, Phoenix and the Indiana Pacers. He actually made that All-Showcase Cup team that Jameer Young made not too long ago. So those will both be at 7 o'clock. Again, that website, grandrapids.gleague.nba.com. Well, Maine certainly shot the basketball better in this second half. Only problem is Grand Rapids really has not had a falling off shooting the basketball at all. Now they're simply just trying to play the last couple of minutes out, maybe get Joey Baker a bucket. Joey Baker on the floor. Jay Scrub scores again. He's got 18. Everybody has scored. They just need to get Baker a bucket. Hall's got it in traffic. Can't get it to fall. London Johnson got that one knocked away. Joey Baker came in and interrupted the passing lane. And who's that down on the floor? That's Scrub. Became the first JUCO player to be drafted since Dante Smith back in 2004. Ended up as an Atlanta Hawks draft pick, did Smith. Played a couple of years in the NBA. Baylor Shireman comes back in. So they'll give him a little bit more opportunity before this one's over. Shireman's got 14 points and 10 rebounds tonight. Jordan Shackle is also in for the Maine Celtics. 10 seconds to shoot. Shireman all the way to the rack and to the free throw line for the former first rounder. Shireman, once a Summit League Player of the Year, started his college career at South Dakota State before he ended up at Creighton. can't get the first one to go. You've got to shoot 2 when you're under 2 minutes to go in the game. Now Jameer Young checks out. Ithiel Horton is back in. Now Grand Rapids very content to finish this one out and coast to the finish line.
Splits the pair.
Maine will work on that full court press. But good for Grand Rapids. This is exactly how they wanted to start their season off. Tevian Jones, even despite that miss, a really good start to his regular season. Shireman back to the line. He'll go. Not the shooting start he wanted. 4 of 15 from the floor tonight. 4 of 10 from the three-point line. That's not too shabby.
2 shots, 1 apiece. Baylor Shireman.
But Ron Harper Jr. was the story in the second half of the Maine Celtics. 32 points. 18 for Jay Scrubb. Primarily, it's been the bench that has really been the biggest impact on the Maine side. 59 of the points for the Maine Celtics have come from their bench tonight. Little keep away from Grand Rapids. Just tormenting Maine at this point. 6 seconds to shoot. P.J. Hall tormenting Maine all by himself.
P.J. Hall.
He's cooking the Celtics like Maine lobster. 17 points, 7 boards for P.J. Hall. Tevian Jones gets the foul. Tristan Enaruna to the free throw line. P.J. Hall said, well, if you're going to let me have the lane. Ten seconds difference between game and shot clock. Jones spins that out. 10 seconds left. Will Maine go for one last shot? Or will that be the end of this one? The coaches meet at center court. That'll do it from Grand Rapids. The goal, the winner in the regular season opener here in GR. It was a shooting clinic, especially in half number one for the Grand Rapids Gold. That was the difference here tonight when GR was able to build a 25-point lead in half number one. 51% from the field in this contest here today for GR. 47% from beyond the three-point line. On the other side, Maine actually shot the basketball fairly well, 42%, 46 from beyond the three-point line. It got better as the game went along. Both teams pulled down 42 rebounds. Turnovers, actually Grand Rapids turned it over more total in this contest, but it was the high leverage turnovers early in the game that really cost Maine, who gave up 30 points to the Grand Rapids Gold on those turnovers early in this contest. Individual numbers, they look like this. For the victorious Grand Rapids Gold, Trey Alexander ends up as the leading scorer for Grand Rapids tonight. 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists on 11 for 22 shooting. Jameer Young, 26 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds on 9 of 17 from the floor. 17 points, 8 boards for P.J. Hall. Tevian Jones had 17 off the bench on 6 of 12 shooting. On the other side, Maine got 32 points, a NBA G League career high for Ron Harper Jr. 18 for Jay Scrubb. Those two came off the bench to provide 50 points between those two players. Otherwise, it was Baylor Shireman who had 17 points on 11 rebounds and a double-double worthy performance. J.D. Davison, 14 points, 8 assists, but just 3 of 16 shooting on the night for him. Some of the other numbers of note. Tristan Enaruna just had 6 points on 2 out of 8 shooting, and Hassan Ward, 8 points and 7 boards. But we talked about how important controlling the basketball was going to be in this one, but early on, it was all Grand Rapids who forced the issue. They were the more physical team tonight, and they made things very uncomfortable for the Maine Celtics. What a fun night it was, and with this big crowd, you could tell that Grand Rapids had all kinds of energy, and they fed off of this Van Andel Arena crowd. That's going to do it for us here from GR. Thanks to everyone who makes these broadcasts go. Be sure to catch the Grand Rapids Gold on Sunday when they're on the road at Capital City to take on the Go-Go. That's the affiliate of the Washington Wizards. That comes up at 3 p.m. And then they're back here on January the 3rd for the Long Island Nets beginning at 7 p.m. Brad Tunney, Mike Coleman scheduled to be on the call with you for that one. And for all of us here at the Grand Rapids Gold, led by our producer, Eric Nakian. For all of us here at the Grand Rapids Gold, my name is Dan Hasty, reminding you the final score here tonight from GR and from Van Andel Arena. It's the Grand Rapids Gold who emerged victorious in the regular season opener here tonight. Final, Grand Rapids 120, Maine Celtics 103. We'll talk to you coming up on the 3rd here from GR, and until then, Happy New Year, everybody.